Hello first graders, welcome to a new math topic. We are in topic 14. We're talking about data to answer questions. We're going to use data to answer questions. So let's go to our fun sheet and let's go through what we're going to cover for this unit. So we have the new words, data. Data means information that you collect. So over here, as we see the example, our pets and the putting cat, dog, and that help you to organize later on when we cover this unit, this lesson, help you to count down your information or your data so you know what's fewer, what's more. Then we have a graph that uses bars to show data. So as we see here, cats and dogs, so the colors, when I look at the color like that, I look at the bar graph, I can see that there are more cats than dogs, so we don't need to count. And then we have tally marks that keep track of data. So each cat or each count of a cat or a dog will give it like stick or like number, and then when they're full, we're gonna close it. So when you see it was like counting, skip counting by 5, we're gonna cover this later on that topic as well. And then we have a little revision of what we covered before, color a box on the graph for each fish. So you see how many blue fish and how many orange fish. So you see how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's me. I look for the orange fish, put the graph, and I'm gonna color 5 bucks. I look for the blue fish, color 3, and that would be easy for me to say that I have more orange fish than blue. And that will be helpful to answer the next question, question 2, question 3. And then the other part of your sheets, that game that you always have fun and play, and they tell you numbers of players too, they tell you how to play and what do you need. So over here it's 8 counters or buttons or stickers. You need a paper clip and a pencil, and then you're gonna play with that. Alright, so let's start first lesson for our new topic 14, using data from real graphs. Alright, you have learned how to compare group objects to tell which one has more or fewer. And remember that more than, greater than, less than, symbol, and equals. Today you will be learning how to compare and answer questions about objects in real object graph. So this is the graph that we're going to use. Let's see the examples we have. We have counters in yellow and red. So let's say you have some counters in a box, like you don't know how many you have in yellow and how many in red. For me, I'm using purple and yellow. So what we're going to do, it's like playing games. So I'm going to put one yellow counter here, and since I don't have red, I'm using purple. And as you see, I'm using actually buttons, I'm not using counters. So anything you can use will help you to play this game. If you have stickers, you can even cut paper, color paper, and you in a square or circle and play with it. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna fill the column with that yellow button on the top of that yellow button. So let's see how many I have. So I'm gonna put here all the yellow buttons that I have to fill the graph. And then let me put purple. Okay, I'm replacing purple instead of red, but when we answer the question here, if you have red, you're going to say red, and if you have purple, you're going to say purple, or if you have any other colors. All right, so now this is all the counters or the buttons that I have. I already displayed where the yellows and where the purple. If they're the same numbers of colors, do I have the same numbers? As you can see, one is more than the other. The yellow more than the other. The purple. So the purple is fewer than the yellow. So let's answer the question. Do we have, are there same numbers of colors? No. Okay, which color has more and how many more? As we decided, we see now which color have more? Yellow. So let's answer the first part of the question, yellow. All right. And second part, how many more? 1, 2. I'm going to write 2 more. So I have more yellow buttons than the purples. 2 more than the purple. All right. Which color has fewer? Purple. And then, as I said, this is my example because I'm using these 2 colors, but if you're using something different or you're using different buttons colors, you can put your colors. And how many fewer? I have 2 empty boxes, so again 2 fewer. All right. How many counters do not have a partner? That means how many counters that I don't have a 1 using it for the other color. Again, 2 counters or 2 buttons in my example here. So I'm going to write 2. All right. So this is the data or the information that I used, and as we see, will help you to see which one you have more of. So we have more of yellow or more of purple. And in our example here, we have more yellows, and we have less or fewer purple. We also find out that how many more or how many fewer, we found that 2 counters or 2 boxes. Okay, I'll put these on the side. As you see, the examples was yellow and red, but I don't have red, I used purple. So whatever you have, you can do the same. All right. Let's read our example here. How many more yellow counters are there than red? So see, when they're messed up like that, like if I have it like this and I said, oh, can you tell me how many more yellow than purple? It's not easy, but if you have the table, it would be easy to display the counters or the buttons, and then you can see that yes, you have more red or more yellow or more purple. So let's read the example. So these counters are hard to count. As you see, they're all mixed up in different colors. To see how many more yellow counters there are, it's easier if counters are in pairs. So that's why you put 1 red and 1 yellow, 1 red, 1 yellow. Then if you, till you finish all what you have. Okay, so let's see. All the counters on the graph have a partner. So that's mean you have the exact number for the red counters and the yellow counters. So each counter has a partner. There are no more red counters. So let's see for the yellow. 2 yellow counters do not have partners. There are 2 more yellow counters than the red counters. So now, if we stop till here, that's it. I have equal numbers of red counters and yellow counters, but we still have more counters, so we added more. We find out that we have more yellow counters than the red, and there are 2 more because these 2 yellow don't have a partner in red counters. So the graph makes it easy to see which has more, right? Okay. Let's see the example we have on page 438, guide practice. Look at the graph, circle correct answer, write the number. So we have question here, we need to see which one is the correct answer, and then we're going to circle it. Okay, number 1. Which color has more, red or yellow? So I'm gonna come to my graph and I see this red have a partner yellow, this red have a partner, this one have a partner, this one have a partner, this red counters does not have a partner. So which color has more? The red. I'm gonna circle the red. All right, let's go for that. Second part, how many counters do not have a partner? How many red counters that it's extra and don't have a partner in yellow? Only 1. So I'm going to write the second part here. The second part of the question, 1. So it's only 1 red counter does not have a partner in yellow. Okay. Okay. Number 3, which color has fewer? So now I have another graph. I need to see which color have fewer. So let's start. This red have a partner yellow. This one have a partner. This one have a partner. And so now I can see that I have more yellow than red. That means fewer red than yellow. So which color has fewer? Red. We're gonna circle red. All right. Second part of the question, how many fewer red counters are there than yellow? How many? So let's see how many yellow counters don't have a partner. So I have 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 red counters fewer than the yellow. So we're going to write number 3 here. Okay, let's go for do you understand? A graph has 4 red and 7 yellow counters. Which color has a longer row and why? 4 red and 7 yellow. So which one will have longer row? 7 yellow and 4 red. So the yellow, I'm going to say here, yellow will have the longer row. Why? Because ask the second part of the question, why? Because there are more yellow than red. Because there are more yellow than red. Like here, for example. More yellow than red. Okay. Let's go for page 439 and see the independent practice. Look at the graph, circle the correct answer, write the number. So it's pretty much what we did in the previous page. These two, it's going to be the same here. All right, let's read. If they're the same number of colors, yes or no. So let's see. The only way I see is I make sure each counters have a partner. So this one have a partner, a red one, partner, red one with a yellow, red one with the yellow, another one, and here. So yes, they all the same. So we have equal numbers. So I'm gonna circle yes, they are the same numbers. All right. How many counters do not have a partner? I don't see any counters don't have a partner. Every counter have a partner, so I'm gonna write 0. There's nothing. Okay, let's go for number 7. Is the same numbers of colors? Yes or no? Well, I see this red counters have a partner, this one have a partner, and then no. So they're not the same number. So I'm gonna circle the word no. All right, which color has more, red or yellow? I see this red have a partner in yellow, this red have a partner, then I see all these red counters don't have a partner, so that means we have more red. I'm gonna circle the word red. All right, how many counters do not have a partner? So how many counters? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 red counters don't have partners. I'm gonna write number 4 here. All right. Spatial thinking. Look at the graph. How many more yellow counters are there than red counters? How many more? How many counters don't have a partner? Only one. Only one, this one. So how many more yellow counter than red? Only one. Okay, let's turn the page. All right, number 11. Solve the problems below. See animal stems, you see them, and trees. So these are stems. I put all the stems that have trees on the top of each other in one row, and the stems with animals in one row. Right, let's read the story and answer the question. Jack has stems with trees and stems with animals, as we see. He made this graph. Can you tell from the graph if Jack has more tree stems than animal stems? What does the graph show? So as we see, this is all trees and stems, and this is all animal stems. The question is, Jack has more tree stems than animal stems? What does the graph show? So what do you learn from the graph? So I'm gonna say, yes, the graph shows that Jack has the same number of stems with trees and the same numbers with animals. So the first part was saying that this graph help you to find out, yes. And what did we find out? What did you come up with a solution? That Jack has actually the same numbers of stems with trees and stems with animals. Okay, so let's write this down. So can you tell from the graph if Jack has more tree stems than animal stems? What does the graph shows? So we'll say, yes, I can tell. But as we know, the graph shows that both are equal numbers, or he had the same number of stems with the trees and stems with animals. So let's see, the graph shows that Jack has the same number of stems with trees and stems with animals. I know it's kind of long, so try to have small handwriting to fit for the 3 lines. So as we see, each stem with the animals have a partner the stem of a tree. So that's why he had the exact number for both. All right, let's go for number 12. What did the graph show? So we have graphs. I see yellow counters and I see red counters. All right, let's see the options we have. One, there is 1 more red. There are 2 more red. There are 4 more yellow. The colors have the same amount. So now let's see what we have here. So this yellow counter have a partner in red. This one have a counter, a partner in red. Let's see. This yellow counters have no partner. That's 1. This one also have no partner. That's 2, and that's 3, and that's 4. So I have 4 more yellow counters, or I have 4 fewer red. So let's see what we have. 1 is more than red? No. There are 2 more than red? No. There are 4 more in yellow? As we see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 more yellow. The colors have the same amount? No. So choice is C. There are 4 more yellow counter than the red, and we find out that they are the 4 have no partner in red. All right, number 12. Write a how many more or how many fewer question about the graph in exercise 12. Then write the answer. So this is exercise 12. This is the graph that you're going to use, and you're going to ask question, either asking how many more, like how many yellow counters more than the red, or you're going to say how many red counters fewer than the yellow. So either using fewer or more than, and we up to whatever we're going to use, we're going to see the colors. So let's see what we have here. We can say how many more yellow counters are than red counters. We can say like this: how many more yellow counters, because we know there are 4 yellow counters more than the red counters. So how many more yellow counters are there than red counters? So this is question 1, or I can ask for fewer. This is my question for more than. I'm just gonna put the 2 examples, but for you, you only need 1. So now I can ask using fewer than. So I will say how many fewer red counters are there than yellow counters. Okay, so we ask both way, either how many more or how many fewer. So how many fewer? Oh, I tried it. How many fewer red counters are there or organized, knowing how many more or how fewer do you have. All right, that's it for today, first graders. Thank you. Bye-bye.